Hey guys, what's up? David here, welcome to crypto. Before we get to the actual guide, let me show you something real quick. You're looking at Solana. FTX just collapsed. People were making memes like Solana is dead, zero is coming. At $8, nobody wanted it to buy, except one thing. Alt, the indicator I'll show you today, quietly printed buy signals right inside a deep discount zone. No fireworks, no hype, just a tiny confirmation that basically said, this is statistically cheap. Fast forward, 17x. Not because someone knew the future, but because the math said, this is where SOL, Solana, has historically been undervalued. That's the entire philosophy of alts, and the reason this video exists. Today I'm giving you the full, complete, real-world guide to the alts indicator, the exact tool I've been using since 2022 to accumulate altcoins during true bottoms, not just during hype. And I promise you've never seen anything quite like this. Most people don't even know some tools like this exist. And just to be clear from the start, this is completely free. I'm not selling anything here. Before we go further, here's why I use this indicator. Let me be honest, I've never been a fan of indicators. Most of them look smart, but none of them actually help when you need real entries. But then I tested alts. Back in 2022, I took coins I already monitored for years, coins where I knew how the bottom looked, and every time alts highlighted the exact same accumulation zones, I used to draw manually. Long boring lows, deep fear periods, places nobody wants to buy, and places where I historically built my biggest backs. And I remember thinking like, wait, so this thing basically calculated what I used to eyeball manually and did it cleaner? So I tested more charts, different cycles, different narratives, different gaps. Same pattern. It didn't tell me something magical, it just removed the noise. That's why it's been one of my main long-term accumulation tools ever since, especially during quiet markets like this right now. In this video, I'm gonna break down what the alts indicator actually is, the simple math logic behind it, how it identified bottoms on multiple altcoins, how to use it for DCA and long-term accumulation, the structure, entry signals, discount zones, warnings, a full walkthrough on 10 to 20 different coins, we'll do live analysis, how I use it on my Millionaire by 25 challenge, how you can follow all my alts based buys for free, and why I'm not sponsored or paid by anyone for showing this. Let's start with basics. The alts indicator was created by a Russian mathematical crypto trader known as Trade. It's fully free but private, meaning it's not publicly listed and you can't just search it on TradingView. You need access to the script. Unlike typical indicators, alts is based on long-term smoothing formulas, price deviation over multi-year window, volatility, cycle behavior, and what he calls true value estimation. In simple English, the alts indicator tries to calculate the statistical fair value zone of an altcoin. It doesn't care about news, tweets on X, narratives, hypes, or emotion. When a coin enters that discount zone, alts highlights it with a clear visual signal. It doesn't tell you the exact day the pump will start, it tells you this coin is statistically cheap. This is where historically the best accumulations happen. And for long-term portfolios, that's what you need. Before we go deep, let me quickly give you some context on why I'm paying so much attention to accumulation signals right now. If you watched my recent video about the potential 2026 global reset, you already know the bigger picture. We're in one of the strangest phases of the market cycle. Low liquidity, slow movements, early signs of macro pressure forming, and a huge compression period before the next major expansion. And historically, these quiet, confusing, boring phases are exactly where the best long-term altcoin bottom form. And the crazy part, when the market is quiet, alts becomes even more powerful. Because it doesn't care that everything is boring, it still detects long-term undervaluation, even when humans fail to notice. So if you haven't seen my previous video about the 2026 window, watch it after this one. It gives a bigger picture of why accumulation right now is more important than it looks. Now let me show you how exactly the alts indicator works, because once you understand these 5 elements, the entire system becomes extremely simple and incredibly logical. When you look at the chart on your screen, here's what each part means. First, when you look at the chart, we can see true value line. This is the green band, and that's basically a heart of the indicator. When an altcoin enters this band, especially the lower half, it becomes statistically undervalued based on long-term math. Historically, many of the best multi-X entries happen exactly there. Think of it as this is where long-term investors quietly accumulate. Now we move into the buy signals. Those are blue arrows. These appear only when the price is inside the value zone and only when the math confirms undervaluation. So zone is undervaluation and signal it's confirmation. That doesn't mean we should go all in. That means add a small DCA position here. Altcoin bottom in waves. Drop, bounce, drop, top, sideways, reversal. That's why alts give multiple buy signals, not just one magical bottom. Third, we have average entry line, blue line. Every time a buy signal appears and you accumulate a little, this line updates. It shows your real cost basis, not the price you wish you bought at, and this keeps your strategy grounded in math, not emotion. And then we have take profit levels. By default, alt marks a zone around plus 100% from your average entry. The idea is simple and brilliant. First, you sell enough to take back your initial investment, and second, let the rest ride risk-free. You can turn this feature off. 100% profit is enough. It's in Russian, but you can just translate. For the long-term, accumulation is extremely useful. And 5, red exit zone, red vertical area. This appears when price reaches your take profit or price leaves the undervaluation region entirely. This is visual stop accumulating signal. Historically, many disciplined long-term buyers take partial profits here and let the rest run. Risk mode. This is really important thing. We have two options, low risk and high risk. First option is for fewer signals, stronger reliability, and less averaging required, and high risk for more entries, earlier entries, deepening averaging, more volatility. If you have limited capital, I would recommend to stick to low risk. I usually toggle between them, just depends on the coin and my position size. Now let's talk about the coins alts absolutely nailed over years. You already know Solana, but here are more examples. Okay guys, so starting up with Ethereum, we have a daily time frame here, and as you can see we had a lot of entries here, but that basically we could count as one entry, and from this entry, from this bear market, you can see we could fix 300%, and from this one it's 250%. That's quite a lot. So let's move to the next one. Next one is Zcash or ZAC. We had some entries here and we got 260%, like basically almost 3x's. From here, this is buys on the bear market. You have waited a lot of time, and now it's boom, plus 1300%. You can see it right here. Dash, also we have some buys here, some buys here, and our average price is basically right here. From this average price we have made plus 100%. That's also cool. We can also turn on this feature in the setting. We would like to fix 100%. The strategy is simple. You can wait for your position to get 100% and then sell your part, your investment part, and just let the back ride, so it can do like these peaks like that. So if you'd like, and this is your money and your risk, but also you can get all the money just 100% from your position. We have two entries, but it worked out perfectly, 100%. And if you would hold a lot more time, you would get 1000%. That's 10x from XRP. SUI, as you can see right here, we have some entries here. That's a good opportunity to buy, of course, and this is not a financial advice, but as we look at history, we can see that SUI made 100% here or 130% here from this simple signal. No signals before that. So we're moving to the next one. We have PEPE, 100%, but if you wait a lot more time, we would get from this entry I need to zoom it out. So yes, 3800%. That's insane, guys. So yes, here we have 90%, and right now we also have some entries. Also later in this video we'll review some more altcoins and basically find these entries right now that is possible. So watch this until the end. Shiba Inu, we have some entries here. We had some peaks like that. No signals right now. We can get signals a bit later when we get lower value green line. And ADA, we have some options to buy now. Here you can see 100%. Yeah, that's 130% maybe. Here as well, and here could do 1000% as well, just from this back. Now that you've seen how alts behaves on real charts, let me explain the real reason this tool is different, something most people honestly never notice. Most indicators just follow the price, alts follow the structure. It focuses on long-term mathematical patterns inside the chart, things that stay stable even when the whole market is emotional and chaotic. And because of that, alts usually give signals during the quietest, most boring parts of the market, when everyone is negative, when nobody wants to buy, when the chart looks dead. It's not trying to predict pumps, it's simply showing when the assets moves into statistically good zone for long-term accumulation, the kind of places where patient investors usually win. And that fits perfectly with what the creator of the indicator said. I don't chase 50x, I grow my capital with consistent percentage gains. That one line describes the entire philosophy behind alts. It's not a tool for gambling, it's not made for hype, it's made for steady, disciplined growth, with a type most people ignore because they are too focused on finding the next miracle pump. And that's exactly why I respect this system. In a market where emotions run everything, alts is one of the few tools that pulls back to the logic, structure, and long-term thinking. Next really important part is how to use alts properly. Here's how I personally use it. Step 1. Build a list of 10 to 20 coins you believe in. Step 2. Wait for the alts discount and a signal. Important. You don't buy just because the coin entered the zone. You buy when alts prints a buy signal. Zone its undervaluation and signal its confirmation. You need both. Step 3. Accumulate gradually. Spot only, never futures. Step 4. Use the profit calculator. Plan your exits early. Step 5. When the price leaves that zone, just stop buying. At step 6, it's diversification. High risk, small bag. Low risk, big bag. Alts helps timing, but not a perfect selection. Another key detail. Weekly alt signals are safer, slower, very reliable, and daily alt signals are riskier, earlier, require more averaging. So if your capital is limited, weekly time frame is your king. Don't use alts indicator on 5 minutes, 4 hours, and other time frames like this, because alts works only in long term, not short term. While we go through the coins, I want you to notice 3 things. First, how consistent the discount zones are. Even totally different coins follow the same math. Second, how signals often appear when sentiment is worst. Alts doesn't give signals during hype, only in fear. And third, how profit targets are hit not because of luck, but because of long-term structure. You'll see patterns repeated across chains, narrative, ages, even market caps. Okay, so on the screen you can see a list of coins that we're gonna analyze right now. We're gonna check if there are some entries, maybe some previous analytics, like it's kind of like a live analysis. So starting up with DOGE, we have some buys around March, April 2025, and it's still valid. So you can buy a coin right here, or just wait simply and buy it in this buying zone. And of course, it's not a financial advice. Bitcoin Cash, and we had some signals here. It worked out perfectly, but here right now we have to wait for this range. Maybe when this coin is going to be close to this range, it will go down like here, or we have to wait. Next one, we have Link. There are no current entries, but we had some entries here, and we just simply have to wait more until we reach the zone. AVAX, Avalanche, blockchain, we had some entries here. We closed up here perfectly. Uni, we are now, there are currently no buying signals, so we have to wait under $5. AVE, no signals right now, but as you can see, it worked out ideally. LTC, Litecoin, we have some buying range around $57-$40. We just have to wait. Near, indicator considers to buy near. It bought it around $2 to $2.20. We just can accumulate more. Trump token, we don't have signals here, but maybe in 1 week. No signals so far. Arbitrum, it's 1 week candles. We have a signal here, and we have signal on 1 day time frame. Oh, there's a lot of signals. So yes, great opportunity for to buy right now. Cake token, no signals right now. We had some signals in the past, as you can see, like this. OP, the signal was flashing, and yes, this is a great point to buy. 1 week time frame, we also have this buying signal. Our Trust Wallet token, no signals yet, and on 1 day time frame, no signals as well. DYDX, we have a signal flashing right now, and Indicator buys at 63 cents, then lower, and right now we're buying currently even lower than the indicator bought. So he averaged down position, but we can buy lower. Bonk, yeah, this is a meme coin, and we also can analyze this. It's not a problem. We have a lot of signals right here, and the previous time when we had a lot of signals here, it worked out perfectly. Atom, that coin that went to almost to zero on Binance during the October 11th crypto crash. You can watch this video on my channel. Right now no signals basically, but we will have some signals maybe if the indicator touches this range. And in the past it worked pretty good. Pump is pretty a fresh coin, so this formula is not working, but we have to wait. LDO got to the take profits, and right now no current signal. Hype, pretty much the same story with hype, but we have to wait for $23 and lower to see some signals. And Send, we have been buying this coin like from April 2022, and it's still buying, averaging down, and it averaged down to 48 cents. So it's very good opportunity to buy if you believe this coin, of course. You see the pattern, right? Different chains, different use cases, different ages, different narratives, but the mathematics is identical. Discount, signal, accumulation, patience, expansion. This is why I trust ALTs, not because it's cool, but because it behaves consistently across completely different types of assets. How to get access, this is really important. Before anything else, I don't earn a cent from this. No sponsorship, no affiliate links, no selling, no referrals. The ALTs indicator is free, but it's private, so it's not publicly listed and I can't just drop a link. I want to respect the creator's rules, so here's what I can do. I'll use ALTs publicly in almost every video and on my post on X and Telegram. Every buy, every DCA, every analysis, all free. If you want me to analyze your coin, drop them in the comments. I'm preparing a massive follow-up video analyzing more than 100 altcoins using ALTs, including your request. Support the video with a like, a comment, and a subscription. This is literally only payment I get for making this. And just so you understand how serious I am about this, ALTs isn't just some random tool I picked up for content. It's one of the core systems I'm using in my Millionaire by 25 challenge. If it continues performing the same way it has historically, this might become one of the most powerful framework I ever used. So that's the whole ALTs guide. In my Millionaire by 25 challenge, ALTs is one of the tools I'm using to catch the best accumulation zones during this quiet early stage, before the next alt season happens. If you want the coins I'm buying, my entry points, my average prices, my exits, and all alt based signals I follow, you'll find everything publicly on my YouTube, Telegram, and X. If this happened, hit like, subscribe, and drop your altcoin in the comments. This is Walk Into Crypto, and I'll see you in the next one.